elections. In just a short while, we're expecting the big Bharatiya Janata Party briefing to begin shortly. And we can tell you from our sources on the ground with the BJP that it is going to be the first list of the Lok Sabha candidates of 2024 that the Bharatiya Janata Party is set to announce in just a short while. It's going to be very interesting. What are the names and how many names will make it to the first list? I want to immediately bring in Paulami Saha, who's at the BJP headquarters in Delhi, and also Aishwarya Paliwal from that location. Paulami, first to you, because amid the deliberations that have gone on even through midnight with the top BJP leadership, the elections are likely to take place after April, May, and then already announcing the names. What do you think is the strategy here? What are we expecting this evening?
Well, Pooja, this is not the first time that the BJP is announcing its first list of candidates, at least ahead of the election schedule being announced. They did so during the assembly elections last year, towards the end of last year, of Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan and Chhattisgarh. At that time, it was a breakaway from tradition. Many BJP veterans that I spoke to at that point of time couldn't remember the last time they'd done it, that they'd announced a list of candidates even before the election schedule had been announced. But the strategy of the party was, at that point of time, one, because they were going to put a lot of fresh faces on the ground. They wanted to give them enough time in order to campaign before the model code of conduct took effect on the ground. So you hit the ground running, and basically you had decided it was not about seeing who the opponent is pitting from that particular seat, but it was about solidifying your own ground. So again, the focus then was on weak seats. The focus now will be on weak seats as well. Seats that the BJP has lost in the past election of 2019 and seats that they won by a very thin majority. The victory margin was very, very small. They barely scraped through as far as that election was concerned. So those are the seats that the BJP will be focusing on when it releases its first list of candidates today. Of course, the high-profile names will be top of that list, as is tradition. It starts with Narendra Modi and his constituency, but then on, it will, of course, focus on, after some of those high-profile candidates, it will focus on the weaker seats as far as the BJP is concerned, Pooja.
Very interesting. So the first list likely to be announced in just the next few minutes. And remember, as Paulami is also telling us, that it is likely that the big names are likely to be announced first, which is Prime Minister Modi or Home Minister Amit Shah or the party chief and more. But and Aishwarya, I'll take that question to you. Many are wondering, because with Gautam Gambhir and Jayant Sinha saying we need to bow out, relieve us from the political duties, there are other commitments to make. Could there be surprise names of celebrities that could also possibly be mentioned? Of course, that remains to be seen what the list will announce. But isn't it interesting that while the India bloc is struggling with the seat sharing, BJP says, here's our first list already?
Well, definitely, Pooja, and we have seen that it's not now. But let me remind you that Prime Minister Narendra Modi, 400 days before the elections, actually last year, spoke about the fact that we have only 400 days left. So that's the kind of backtracking, that the BJP was following. That's the kind of plan that they had in motion. So definitely, they are all set, and they, what they believe that they can do, Pooja, is not just 370, but in fact plus. That is what BJP at the moment is looking at, and 400 plus is the target that they have said. So definitely we will see close to 100 to 120 names coming out today, and we will also see BJP especially focusing on those seats which traditionally have been weaker seats for BJP. So all those things together will be something that, Pooja, we'll see in today's list coming out, and yes, we should be expecting some surprise name coming up in first list today.
That's an interesting point. So 543 Lok Sabha seats are expected, out of which 100 possibly could be announced according to our sources on the ground. Paulami, the question that I asked to Aishwarya also earlier, like you said, that expected big names will be mentioned, also seats where they lost or where the states they are trying to perform better, for example, the southern states. But according to your sources, Paulami, are we expecting the names of any celebrities? Quite a few have been doing the rounds. Anything on that? Do you think there will be surprise names of younger ones from the cadre that could be mentioned?
Well, Pooja, basically the factor that the BJP has focused on, that the BJP is focusing on as it finalizes its candidates for the Lok Sabha elections, is winnability. So even if it is a member of parliament, a sitting member of parliament, if you have performed well, if your constituents are happy with you, the feedback from the ground is they want to see you back in parliament as their representative, as their public representative, then the BJP will repeat you. There are no qualms as such. But yes, the BJP is being very brutal and aggressive in terms of selection of those candidates, because this is something that the Prime Minister has been warning all members of Parliament from the Bharatiya Janata Party time and again over the past 5 years, that your performance will be reviewed. Go back to your constituencies, take the central schemes to the ground. There are various kinds of feedback mechanisms that the BJP has employed, from the Namo app, where you and I can go and put in our, feedback on a constituency where we come from and how we believe that member of parliament from that constituency has performed or not, jobs getting done in the constituency or not, to surveyors being sent on behalf of the party who are, of course, doing the rounds. This has been happening for the past 2 years. Union ministers have been sent out across these various constituencies, Lok Sabha constituencies, particularly the ones where the BJP is weak at. They've had overnight stays. They've stayed for 3 days, 4 days at a stretch in order to gather feedback as to what it is that the BJP did wrong in 2019, what could it do now in 2024. So a feedback mechanism has been in place. They've gathered all of that feedback from various kinds of surveys, reports, feedback from the people, directly from their own booth level workers as well. All of these reports have been collected, on the basis of which performance review of the sitting MPs have been done, basis which they've decided on their candidates. So if it means a sitting MP hasn't performed, that sitting MP could be a 2-time MP, a 3-time MP, but if they've not performed, the feedback is poor, then clearly they will be ousted.
That's very interesting. So there's literally a grand survey internally that has happened way before time to really find out what the ground sentiment is and try and put and announce candidates accordingly. That's why you could see some getting another opportunity and some maybe asked to bow out for now. Stay on with me, because our team of reporters in other states as well. Brijesh Doshi joining me from Ahmedabad, Gujarat. So is Abhishek Mishra. Brijesh, let me come to you first. Now, Gujarat is one of the states which is not only a home state, so to say, for Prime Minister Modi and Home Minister Amit Shah, but it's also one of the states that BJP has been strong in fairly in the past few years. But focus will remain Gujarat, so that winnability does not go away. What are we expecting? Any names that comes to your mind that you would think will be mentioned in the first list?
See, as far as Gujarat is concerned, there will be 2 big names which are expected to be announced today. One name is definitely from the Gandhinagar Lok Sabha constituency, the Central Home Minister Amit Shah. The name will be there in the first list as expected. So after PM Narendra Modi, the second name must be of Union Home Minister Amit Shah, who will be contesting from the Gandhinagar Lok Sabha seat again. He first fought the election in 2019, and now this is the second term that he will get from this constituency. As far as all the Karyakartas of BJP have been told that they are they have started the work in the constituency as well right now before the name has been announced. So this kind of preparation has been done for this constituency from the day itself when this Karyakarta was opened by JP Nadda a few weeks back. So this kind of preparation have been done here in Gandhinagar. The second big name, the BJP chief, the Gujarat chief, C.R. Patil, who is contesting from Navsari. So this is the name is expected that should be in the first list itself. Because he is the 3-time MP as well as he is currently the Gujarat BJP chief as well. So these two big names, or the 2 VIP seats, Gandhinagar and Navsari, must be done in the first list that all Karyakartas and all the media is expecting in the first list. The third name might be the Union Health Minister Mansukh Mandavia. Those seat is not confirmed yet because he was earlier presenting from the Rajya Sabha, but as his term is going to be end in the April, and JP Nadda is replacing Mansukh Mandavia in the Rajya Sabha. So now everyone is expecting that Mansukh Mandavia will be contesting the Lok Sabha seats. So from which seat he will be fight the election, that will be must be interesting, whether it will be Bhavnagar, Porbandar or Amreli. These 3 seats are the people are eyeing that Mansukh Mandavia will be fighting the election from
Mansukh Mandavia or Dr. S.Jai members of parliament from the Rajya Sabha